ASEAN, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, is a regional organization located in Southeast Asia, composed of 10 member states. Its mission is to promote peace, stability, and economic cooperation among its member countries. The organization has been experiencing a rise to prominence thanks to its net economic growth, regional integration, geopolitical significance, diplomatic platform, and regional cooperation on various challenges. This just shows that together, the 10 countries of ASEAN form an economic powerhouse. The region is said to be one of the world's fastest-growing markets. However, that growth remains somewhat unknown to the rest of the global community. This is the silent rise of ASEAN.
Hello everyone, as we embark on our cinematic journey through the vibrant history of Asian countries, along with my partner Nidhi, aim to unravel the reach of this dynamic regions with a shared love of our cultures and thirst for discovery. So we invite you to join us on an expedition and explore liberation or enlightenment of our documentary.
67. Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines and Singapore founded ASEAN.
On 8 August 1967, 5 leaders, the foreign ministers of Indonesia, Malaysia and the Philippines, Singapore and Thailand, sat down together in the main hall of the Department of Foreign Affairs building in Bangkok. Thailand had signed a document by virtue that documents the Association of Southeast Asian Nations was born. The 5 foreign ministers who signed Adam Malik of Indonesia, Nado R of Philippines, and then Abdul Razak of Malaysia, and Rajaratnam of Singapore, and Tunat Koham of Thailand would subsequently be hailed as the founding fathers of probably the most subsequent government organization in the world today. As a document containing just 5 articles, it declared the establishment of association for regional cooperations among the countries of Southeast Asia, is known as the Association of Southeast Asian, known as an Association Asian countries. This aims and purposes were about cooperation in the economic, social, cultural, technicals, education.
The aim was to improve economic, political and social cooperation, and also to balance political conflicts between these countries that existed as a consequence of decolonization. During
While Thailand was working reconciliations among Indonesia, the Philippines and Malaysia on certain disputes that had started on the 4 countries, that the movement for regional cooperations had as an outcome on the future of the region which remain uncertain, recalls one of the 2 surviving protagonists of the historic process, Thanat Khoman of Thailand, at the banquets marking the reconciliations between 3 disputes. I brought the idea of forming another organization for regional cooperation with Adam Malik, and Malik agreed without hesitations but asked for time to talk with a representative and a government to normalize relations with Malaysia. Now that confirmation was over. Meanwhile, that the foreign affairs within a few months, everything was ready. I therefore invited the 2 former members of the Association of Southeast Asian countries and Malaysia and Philippines. And so in early August 1967, the 5 foreign ministers spent 4 days in Bangkok. They negotiated over that document in a decidedly informal manner, which they would later delight in describing as Portia's diplomacy. Yes, it was by no means an easy process. Each man brought the deliberations, a historical and a political perspective that had no resemblance to that of any of others, but with goodwill and good horrors, as often as they went through their differences, as they had up their shots on the golf courses and traded wisecracks on another's games, a state of deliberations which would eventually become the Asian ministerial tradition.
Free trade agreements were concluded with India, China, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. In the future, the entire region will be merged into one large free trade zone. Since 2001, the ASEAN Summit takes place annually. It is a meeting of the heads of state and government where current problems are discussed.
Of Southeast Asia said which each country pursuing its own limited objectives and dispatching its major resources in the overlapping or even collecting endeavors of sister states carry the seeds of weakness in their incapacity for growth and their self-preparing dependence on the advance. So industrial nations, Asians, therefore, could marshal skills unlapped potentials of rich regions through more subsequently untitled action. So this is the foundation of Asian country. Now Nidhi will tell you about the history of Asian countries.
Nowadays. Today, ASEAN is based on 3 pillars. As a political and security community to ensure peace, as an economic community with a strong domestic market, and as a social and cultural community, including a common identity.
Its formation, ASEAN grew by adding more members. Brunei in 1984, Vietnam in 1995, Laos and Myanmar in 1997 and Cambodia in 1999. And it's making 10 countries in total. ASEAN has worked to reduce integrated economy, meaning they have tried to reduce trade barriers and increase cooperation. The Asian Free Trade Area started in 1992 to help reduce tariff and promote trade. 1997 Asian financial crisis highlighted the need for financial stability, leading to initiatives like the Chiang Mai Initiative, a currency swap arrangement to provide liquid support during crisis. In 2003, Asian leaders set the goal of forming an Asian community, which became official in 2015. The Asian community is built on 3 pillars: the political security community, the economical community. These aim to create a united and economically integrated region.
ASEAN faces a number of social and environmental challenges. Countries such as Vietnam or the Philippines are particularly vulnerable to climate change and already feel its impact today.
Today, ASEAN has several key goals. ASEAN aims to deepen economic integration. The Asian Economic Community works toward creating a single market where goods, services, investment and skilled labor can move freely. The Religion Comprehensive Forming Economic Partnership, effective since 2022, is a significant step in this direction. RCEP includes Asian countries and major economies like China, Japan and Australia, making it the world's largest free trade agreement. However, Asian face challenges like economic differences among its members and barriers to its trade.
Similar geographical and cultural identity. The 10 countries have similar cultures and values due to proximity and long-standing trade relations with each other. When it comes to geography,
It's important to address these issues to ensure that all members benefit from economic growth. ASEAN is committed to maintain peace and stability. It provides platforms like the Asian Religion Forum and the Asian Defense Minister meeting to discuss the security issues, including traditional threats like the terrorist disputes and non-traditional challenges like cyber security and terrorism. The South China Sea dispute is a significant concern involving overlapping territorial claims by some Asian countries and China. ASEAN is working with China on a code of conduct to manage these disputes peacefully. The political situation in Myanmar, particularly after 2021 military cap, also poses challenges for the Asian principle of non-interference and religious stability.
Free from state repression, social and environmental justice can arise. Serve people rather than profit.
Environmental sustainability is increasingly important for ASEAN. The region is vulnerable to natural disaster management and emergency response. Aim to improve response capability Addressing environmental issues such as deforestation, pollution, and biodiversity loss is crucial for the region's long-term sustainability. On the social front, the Asian socio-cultural community focused on improving the quality of life for its citizens through education, healthcare, and social equality, bridging social development gaps and ensuring respect for human rights and ongoing challenges. ASEAN seeks to maintain its importance and the global stage by forecasting cooperation among key players like United States, China, and the European Union.
Meeting of the heads of state and government, where current problems are discussed and solutions are worked out. In 2000,
relation with major powers with maintaining unity among its diverse members is essential for ASEAN's continued reliance and influence Asian participation in initiatives like the East Asia Summit and the ASEAN +3, highlighting its commitment to regional cooperations and strategic importance in the Asia-Pacific region, enhancing
touch my neck and I'll touch yours. You and those little high-waisted shorts.
Role requires cohesive internal policies and united front in the external relations. In conclusion, Asia's journey from a social regional group to major player in Southeast Asia shows the vision and the reliance of its member states. As ASEAN faces the complexion of 21st century, its commitment to economic integration, political stability, and social progress will be crucial in shaping the region's future. The challenges are significant, but so are the opportunities. By sticking to its principle of cooperation, inclusivity, and mutual respect, ASEAN can continue to be a beacon of peace, stability, and prosperity, not just for Southeast Asia but for the world.
Unassuming region composed of relatively small economies. But today, we saw how truly there is strength in numbers.